Here's what I need from Arizona. And again, we'll get into players a little bit later on. I need two things. I need an athletic power forward, and I need players that can get to the free throw line. I am 1,000%. I believe that shooting in college is somewhat overrated. This isn't the NBA. Yes, you want to have good shooters, but as somebody on your board pointed out, the good teams are the ones that can dominate in the paint, get to the free throw line. I need an athletic four-man, and I need more players that can make plays off the bounce. We saw it against Clemson. When Arizona attacked Clemson, that's when they got Clemson on the ropes. When Arizona just started chucking up threes, that's when Clemson came back. Those are the two things that I need, Sheer.
Yeah, for sure. I've said it for years that shooting in college basketball is overrated. It just is. There's been teams that have won the title that just play ugly, beat you up basketball. UConn isn't here because there's some awesome shooting team. They're here because they defend and they run an elite offense in the paint and get fouls and all that. You can actually win in college basketball without having four guys that can shoot threes. It is an equalizer like Alabama, but there's ways to win without it. Arizona, to me, I agree. They need guys that you can take others off the dribble. The passing stuff, obviously the assist, it's great. I mean, I'm not knocking that at all, but at the end of the day, you need a guy that can beat someone off the dribble. It was supposed to be Caleb Love, and then he just turned into a jump shooter for whatever reason for the last month of the season. You need a guy that can beat his defender in a variety of ways, one-on-one. And, the four-man that Arizona's looking for, he's got to be really good. Like this has to be a plug-and-play, big minutes type of dude, because when you look at what Arizona's losing offensively, I love Keyshawn Johnson. This guy has to be a much better offensive player than Keyshawn, in my opinion.
Yes, I would agree with that. We're going to get to some names here in a second because, again, not saying that we have any insight on this, but some names that are certainly in the portal. Now, but back to this, look at Jaden Bradley, for example. Jaden Bradley was the only one that was able to keep Arizona in the game against Clemson. Now, again, I don't want to say that Jaden Bradley is Allen Iverson, but Jaden Bradley was able to get to the basket, and also, it kind of slows the game down. What we've also seen, too, with Arizona through 3 seasons is that they shoot a good percentage from three-point range during the regular season at times. And then once they hit the NCAA tournament, all of a sudden, the shots don't fall, and they have absolutely no way to be able to keep themselves in the game. Jaden Bradley, I think, was a little bit of that. I think with KJ Lewis as well, I would also... those are the types of guys I need. I need more players like that, but I need guys that can get to the free throw line. I need guys that can get into the paint. And look at it this way. You've had 3 straight years essentially at the point guard spot where you've had point guards that don't shoot free throws. That is just really, really difficult for me because it also indicates, too, that you don't have players that are driving. You don't have players that are aggressive off the bounce, and that makes you easier to defend.
Yeah, I mean, you just need aggressive players. And I think that was what was most frustrating about the Clemson game is everyone was just shooting threes, and Jaden Bradley was taking it to the basket and getting to the rim with ease or getting fouled. And it's like, why can't other players do this, right? And it's mentality, it's offense, I don't know. Whatever it is, it needs to be fixed. Like there is a very clear path to winning that game, and it was guys taking the ball to the basket, and it just didn't happen.
It just didn't happen. And honestly, that's something, too, that bothers me a little bit because – Brownell said, listen, we wanted to sag off. We wanted them to be able to shoot threes. And just because you want people to shoot threes doesn't mean that you should shoot threes. They want you to do that. One thing, I do not want Kirk Kriisa back under any circumstances. Kirk Kriisa is one of my least favorite players I've ever seen at the U of A. A big reason why is because he wasn't good and he talked nonstop. If you're going to talk nonstop, you better be good. Kirk Kriisa was not good. I do not want any part of Kirk Kriisa going forward.
I say bring him back, Mike, just to see you suffer.
No, it will just, I can't have it under any circumstances. But that's what you're looking for. You're looking for an athletic four-man, and you're also looking for players that can dribble off the bounce, because I believe that shooting, again, it's awesome to have shooters. I do believe that shooting in college is overrated. The ones that can win games, they can beat you up in the paint, and they have a variety of different ways to win. Arizona, we have seen 3 straight years when you go cold from 3 and you have no other way to be able to win, that becomes a problem for Arizona. That is not something we want going